Okay, so I just watched season 2 of Luke Cage, and let me just say that it was amazing. It was great. I loved how the episodes played out. It felt fluid. It felt, even with the flashbacks, nothing really felt forced. All the stories collided very well, and they were able to tell a story of, like, well, everybody's story well. If it was Misty, we got to see her go from a somebody who felt like they were a burden on everyone to becoming a police chief, and that went very fluid. There's a lot of ups and downs. You can see very conflicting things, and she things that she it was really being not hypocritical, but you can see her growth as a person in just 13 episodes, and that went for everyone. Shades, he was a very interesting character. At first we just thought he was just like a badass guy who was silent, just silent. We didn't understand. We thought he just played in the background, but now we get to see him have this relationship with Mariah, and we get to understand how much he loved her, and um how much growth as a character himself, him growing out of the game, is really much what I got from him. And we got to see his complexities, and we got to see that he was, he had a relationship, or he had a best friend named Comanche. He had a relationship with him in prison, and just them out of prison, how they reacted. Comanche still felt that love, and um Shades, he still loved him as a brother, but he felt like, that was just a prison thing. So we got to see that interaction, and then even when he killed Comanche, and um the toll that had on him, to help clear his mind and help him, I guess, move out of the game, is kind of what happened with him. Even like Mariah Stokes, who was going by Mariah Dillard and was really turning down who she really was, even though she was almost out of the game, and it seemed like she was really genuine trying to get out of the game, and she was a genuine character. She really wanted to do well, but the way she was brought up, she doesn't understand that stepping on the small people, or doing these crooked deeds, really, you know, really affected people in different ways. And we kind of just understand that, like, there was no way for a Stokes to use the money that they got illegally, or the when they stepped on other people. There's no way for you to take that money and then turn it into positive, because there's people who are affected by the negative, who are not gonna let that thing go because you're doing something good for the community. They're gonna come at you, and every time you build something, they're gonna be right there to burn it down. And that burning it down kind of like transformed her, and had her understand that, she is a Stokes, and there is no getting out. This is just being evil. That's just what it is. And she completely turns it up a notch. Something that she turns it up a notch, not even Cottonmouth was going to, breaking the rules, and that helped flip Shades and help him understand that you know he's not gonna have her because she's gone, and that helped him grow as she grew even more evil, or on top of like the person she stepped on, or a person that the Stokes family stepped on continuously, which was Bushmaster. Which, if you when you first see him, you don't understand. You're just thinking like, okay, so they killed your grandfather, to make a deal that way they can stay in Harlem and have a little power. But once you understand that it's a lot more deeper than just that. That they did move on. They did leave. The family went to Jamaica, and the mom tried to sue for or try to legally get 50% of what she thought she believed, and even a lawyer who backed it up, and they couldn't fight the case. When his mom won, she ended up just burning her alive in front of her son, and then 2 years later they come for him and shoot him. And it's like, he understands that, our there's a lot of more feeling towards the bad guy. That's the one thing that this story did. You get to understand everybody's story and where they come from. And like I said, even the flashbacks were very informative and flowed very well. On top of all that story that was rich and ingrained with a lot of knowledge and a lot of deep thinking, we got very fluid combat thrown in, where we got to see Luke Cage with his fight scenes were a lot fluid and very cultivating. Like, he had really good fights, very good choreographed fights, even for his brawler style. It wasn't just as boring as the season one fights, because season one fights was just mainly him punching and things like this. This one was more on depth with him dodging and being able to deflect the bullet towards people, or just to tapping out people or just throwing people. He was throwing people left and right, stepping on ankles, breaking them. It was really it was a lot more entertaining. And then there were people who could actually fight with him, on a toe to toe basis. Bushmaster, which his fights against Bushmaster was really dope, because we got to see this. It wasn't a huge super powered fight, but it was you know what I mean. It was a stronger. Um, I don't know how to play it. It wasn't these, Superman versus Plank fights, but it was still super powered fights. So you can see like the things in the background getting destroyed or bent, and you got to see this new Capoeira fight style coming from Bushman, which was really dope. And all not I don't want to say all over the place, but he was moving. This dude was quick, and the jokes about Usain Bolt was definitely funny. On top of that, just seeing Luke get knocked on his ass and how he dealt with that, which is more in the story, but still part of the fight. On top of the team ups was really dope to me. Luke Cage teamed up with Misty with her new cyborg arm. Those fights were very well choreographed. And then we had Iron Fist and Luke Cage, which I really liked. The co-op moves, or the tag team moves that they were doing. These it reminded me of like multiple Marvel Ultimate Alliance moves, where, like, he did the punch and then did like a big thunderclash, or him throwing Danny, and Danny doing like a really dope kick, which his fight style has improved a lot as well. And Danny being there also wasn't like a forced thing. It was like it made total sense. He didn't help out. He didn't help him out when he asked for help for a safe spot. He gave him a safe spot, but once everything went down and there was people shooting, things like that, he came and he was like, I'm here to help. I know we talked about I'll be doing this, you'll be defending this area, but you're my friend. And just their chemistry together just got me excited. I was like, I'm so ready for a Iron Man Power Fist. Iron Fist, Power Man, a duo show, like whole series where they team up. I'm so hyped for that. Even though it doesn't look like they're gonna do it with Luke Cage ending up where he ended up at, but back to the fights. Bushman and Luke Cage team up, definitely dope to see them fighting together, but at the same time Luke Cage trying to stop him from killing people at the same time. That was really cool, funny fight, very very well choreographed. Um, and the last fight with Bushman and Luke Cage was really dope because it was a Bushman times two power with Misty there, with Shades there, and even Mariah like trying to fight him, and that was really dope. And it got to the scene where like it seemed like Luke Cage was gonna kill him, but he was debating. He had like a devil on his shoulder with Mariah saying, chanting, kill him, and with Missy saying, no, don't do that, don't do it, Luke. So we can really see like the internal conflict, like show itself. But I guess back to Luke Cage as a character, he really, and I feel like this whole season was about growth, just like the growth of Harlem, the growth of Luke Cage. He starts off very bitter, very angry from dealing with the scum with low lives. That's just what happens. Like it happens to cops, happens to everyone, and you can see him like shit weighing on him. Like a dude cockroach who um you know beats his wife and kills people and does whatever it takes to live like a cockroach. You see him beating his wife, Luke Cage busting in and just losing it instead of just knocking him out. And that the intel makes Claire like leave him because he gets so angry and he just can't control it. And she has abuse in her family, so she just leaves because she doesn't want to deal with that. She gives him time, which is why, and you see him like slowly still being angry, still trying to deal with this. Danny coming in trying to talk him down, and I was thinking it was working with Danny. Danny did talk him down and stop him from being as angry, and with his dad, Luke's dad, coming in and them like talking to each other and squashing things and it really kind of rebalances chi, but at the same time he still has that anger. You still see the anger in him. He changes, and that's the thing that we're worried about. Because at the end, he takes the club, and on the path that he's going, it seems like he is turning a blind eye to justice. He's not. He has a perimeter around Harlem where there's no bad things allowed, but he's willingly letting the Italians and all the other people do whatever they want anywhere else. Now, sure, that might be Danny Rand's territory or Jessica Jones' territory or Matt Murdock's territory, but it 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 just seems like he's turning a blind eye, and once you turn a blind eye, just like Mariah, when she turned a blind eye to Cottonmouth, it kind of bites you in the ass, or it kind of drags you in, sucks you in. So season 3 could be a Breaking Bad season, or a consequences to turning a blind eye. On top of we get to see Mariah's daughter become I don't want to say she's corrupted, but she did kill her mom. So she's walking. She's already crossed the line towards becoming that evil person. She's already crossed the line. Can she walk back across it? Because not many people can. Can she be the good guy? If you look up her new name that she's going by, Tilda Johnson, you see that she's already a character in the series. I don't know Nightshade, but it seems like she might have a superpower concoction for herself, just like she made for Without the Bad Things, just like she made for Bushmaster when he went ×2. So this season leaves a lot of things out on the open, a lot of questions that we want to see. On top of it, it concluded some things that were left open that it gave us like dissatisfied feeling. But like I said, it left us open. We don't know where Cage is gonna end up next season. So I'm really hyped for season 3. You guys let me know how y'all feel about season 2, and I might even if you have some counter arguments or you have some things that you think I left out, I'll definitely answer them down in the comments. But if it's something that I feel like is very significant, I'll definitely do another video on it. So just let me know, drop a comment down below, like, and I guess we're out. Okay, so now it's time for this pre-recorded part. So if you like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike button. But also comment and tell me why you didn't like the video. And sub if you're new to the channel. I'm gonna be dropping content, as much as I can.